Hello, this is Nick Hart reporting for Lions TV. My first ever game was in 1972, Millwall versus Portsmouth to be precise. We won it 1-0, 54th minute goal by Barry Bridges. I've looked it up since, I don't remember. I remember the goal going in, I remember the roar of the Cold Blow Lane ends, and I was hooked from that moment onwards. My favourite ever kit was the one that we wore in the 70s. It was the first kit I saw, which was all white with a kind of a V insert and a flappy old collar, and it had MFC on the breast, and that for me is the classic Millwall kit. It kind of had a Real Madrid quality, but somehow gave it a Bermondsey spin. The club I hate the most is Crystal Palace. I hate Crystal Palace with a vengeance, mostly because I went to school in Bromley in Chislehurst in the 70s, when Palace were moderately successful, and all my mates at school, the kids at school I went to Coopers with, were all Crystal Palace fans. So for that reason alone, I loathe and despise Crystal Palace. Always have done, always will do, never ever changing. Perish the thought that Upton Park was a proper football ground, wouldn't it? Being demolished now is a sad sight. The obvious choice for me would be Barry Kitchener, who was the hero of the Den when I started going, Man Mountain. But I also want to throw into the mix Teddy Sheringham, who was a player of quality and distinction, who went on to greater things after he left Millwall. But my abiding memory obviously was the 88-89 season, the First Division season, when Teddy really came into his own as an attacking, potent force. John Docherty, of course, the man that took us into the dreamland of the First Division. I never thought I'd see it, and for that reason alone he qualifies as Millwall's greatest ever manager. Full stop, end of story. The first really big game I ever saw, which was Millwall versus Chelsea in 1976, I think, and we scored a pile driver of a free kick by a bloke called Ray Evans, and the place was electric. The goal flew into the top right hand corner, if I remember rightly, past Peter Bonetti, who was next England international. I'm going to have to select the semi-final, 2004, when we beat Sunderland 1-0 to go into the Cup final and Europe. Did I ever think I'd see that? No. Millwall fan. I mean, you don't get to dream these dreams, do you? Millwall in 3 words. Oh wow! I suppose you've got the obvious: communities, families. I'm also going to throw mayhem into the mix. Community, family, and mayhem. That's my 3 words for Millwall.